What's going on YouTube? Alan here with DustyHikers.com, and today I am going to talk to you about whether you should buy the Merrell MQM Flex 2 or the Merrell Moab Speed. I recently tested these two shoes against each other together with 3 other shoes, and so I've got a lot to say about these shoes. Merrell MQM Flex 2 was the shoe that won my comprehensive 5-shoe test a year ago. It's a shoe I've been hiking in for the last year, and so it had to beat out 4 other shoes in order to retain its title as the champion, and in fact it lost to the Merrell Moab Speed. These are both really phenomenal shoes, and I look forward to helping you decide which one is probably best for you at this point. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, how important is money to you? The price difference for these two shoes on Amazon is really almost negligible. So the Merrell MQM Flex 2 is like 110 on Amazon typically, and the Merrell Moab Speed is 129 or 130. I would say that the Merrell Moab Speed is a better shoe. In fact, in the recent round of testing that I did recently, you can check out that video. It's called Testing 5 Hiking Shoes and Picking the Winner. The Merrell Moab Speed, in fact, won. So I tested all of the shoes for protection underfoot, grip, time to dry, and then just comfort after having walked and hiked in all of the shoes for a month. If you poke around on Amazon, you can also find the Merrell MQM Flex 2 for even as low as like $85. I've seen it. So I have the Boulder version. This is the Boulder version of the Merrell MQM Flex 2. This is the Merrell MQM Flex 2. And it's okay, it's nice. I don't know why I bought this coloration. They have much more, they have much brighter variations of this, but there is one, I saw one recently on Amazon that was little as $85. And if you can find this shoe at $85, that is an absolute steal. So this again is the shoe I've been hiking in for the last year, and it's amazing. It's performed extremely well. The lugs are all still intact. If you search this up on the internet and read about it, you might see that somebody tested it in Washington State and some of the lugs fell off. I have not had that problem at all. There is wear, as you would expect with a soft rubber compound like this. On the outside of my heel here, you can see the lugs are slightly less raised, right? They've lost some of their height, but it still feels all right. So it doesn't feel bad to wear these shoes. Okay, next consideration, is traction important to you? I tested these shoes again against 3 other shoes for grip. So what I do is I go into my advanced footwear research laboratory, AKA my garage, and I lean forward with a suspension strap trainer with the anchor point on the roof, on the ceiling behind me, and then I just kind of keep backing my toes up like this until I start to slip. And the moment I slip, then I kind of bring it back up to the point where I can just hold it. And so then I mark down, how many inches that was, and then the winner I set at 0, and then everything else is so many inches away from that winner that went farther than all the rest. So the Merrell MQM Flex 2 have Quantum Grip, which is a Merrell compound for their shoes. It's very good. So again, I've been wearing the Merrell MQM Flex 2 for a year, and they've performed extremely well, and they have not, I would say the soles have not worn out that much in a year for that kind of a shoe. The Merrell Moab Speed performed better than the Merrell MQM Flex 2 in this grip contest. In fact, it got 2nd place behind another shoe that also had Vibram. So with the Merrell Moab Speed, Merrell decided to go with Vibram. I forget the exact name of the compound. It's not Mega Grip, but it's made from like 30% recycled material, so props to them. But here is the sole. There you can see Vibram right there. This is a very good sole. These have a nice balance, I think, between spongy, flexible, lugs that are gonna give you purchase and find traction very well. But also I think they're gonna be durable enough that, like the Merrell MQM Flex 2, they're not gonna wear out that quickly. This is a highly effective sole. Another cool thing about the sole, I don't know if this is gonna show up, but there's this tiny like micro scoring around all of the lugs. You can see it here as well. That is a feature that Merrell put on so that they'll kind of self-clean themselves. Stuff will tend not to stick to this as much, and it'll kind of just slough off. In fact, I went on an 8-mile hike yesterday in these, mostly off trail in grasslands, and there was a little bit of mud, and by the time I got home there was absolutely nothing on the bottom of these shoes. So These are very good soles that are very grippy, and you're not gonna go wrong with these. Hey, as always, if you're finding something useful, please consider hitting like. That way YouTube will send this video out to more people who are interested in buying these shoes. Also, if you want to see the video where I test these 2 shoes against 3 other shoes, go and check that out. It's on my YouTube page. It's called Testing 5 Hiking Shoes and Picking the Winner. And so I go more in depth in exactly what I did in each one of these tests. Thank you. Okay, next question. Is protection underfoot important to you? Both of these shoes provide, I would say, adequate protection. Whenever you go from a boot that has a hard rubber, thick hard rubber sole down to something like, a trail runner / low top hiker like this, you are gonna compromise a little bit on protection underfoot. The biggest concern here is that you step on a really sharp rock and bruise the bottom of your foot and get plantar fasciitis, or just have to sit out a couple days on a multi-day hike, which would be catastrophic in a lot of cases. So I did test these against each other most recently, and also against the 3 other shoes. The Merrell Moab Speed tied for second with another shoe, so they provide a lot of protection. I think that they do have a rock plate, yes they do, but they also have a very, very thick midsole, which provides a lot of cushion for you, but it also provides some more protection. So if you step on a large rock or something, this shoe has enough stuff here that it's going to sort of absorb that rock. The Merrell MQM Flex 2 also has a rock plate. You can kind of see it right here if I bring that up. Like, it's underneath the sole, right? So this rock plate. And it also performs very well. Not quite as well as the Merrell Moab Speed, although these shoes are a year old, so that might be part of the problem. But if protection underfoot is important, I think the Merrell Moab Speed does beat out the Merrell MQM Flex 2. Okay, second to the last question, how important is comfort to you? These are both extremely comfortable shoes. These are shoes that are built in such a way, and they're made in such a way that they're gonna fit a lot of feet. I have a pretty normal foot. My sister wouldn't say so, but I do have a pretty normal foot, and both of these fit very, very well. You're not gonna run into those issues where there's like a really high arch that's kind of hard, that's like digging into the side of your foot. They're also true to size, so I wear a size 12 normal, and these fit perfectly. You can wear thin socks in these, or even thicker socks, and you're not gonna have a problem. So on comfort, I would say it's kind of a toss-up. The Merrell Moab Speed is a newer shoe. It's got more recycled materials in it, and it's probably got a little bit better and newer technology. It also has better soles because they're Vibram. So if this is the deciding factor, then I would go with the Merrell Moab Speed. Okay, last question. Do you want to look good on the trail? We're all hikers. We're all concerned about how we look. You want to look good. And so in this case, I think, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Maybe it's because they're new, and so I've got like, new car, new shoe bias, but I do think the Merrell Moab Speed look pretty awesome. They've also got slightly better features. I mean, they're $20 more than the Merrell MQM Flex 2, which is now quite a bit older than the Merrell Moab Speed. So I think that they look very, very cool. I really like this color scheme. There's some on Amazon, you can check the link, that are darker, which I don't like as much, but I think that the Merrell Moab Speed just looks better. Okay, that's a quick video. If you are considering buying one of these shoes, please check out the links in my description, and I will get a few pennies from Amazon. If you're undecided between these shoes, I would definitely go with the Merrell Moab Speed. It's a newer shoe, it's got better technology in it, and I think you're gonna have a better experience. Thank you, bye.